Well, I'll say it again, I'm back again. Yeah, for those of you that like seeing me come back, I'm back here on a beach fishing for you. 2 hours travelling, that's a road trip. 2 hours. Picked up Scott, hardcore fisherman, because I've got some friends now that I go fishing with. I will fish on my own occasionally. Well, I will fish on my own, but yeah, it's just nice meeting up with them and having a fishing trip. And if I can get out more than once a week, I'll be fishing on my own. We are at Dimlington, so there you go, that's where we're at. Yeah, cracking beach. Very deep, bit treacherous getting down, but yeah, we're down, and yeah, we're fishing. High tide is about 10:30, 20 to 11, and we're going to fish a couple of hours, 3 hours past, and then that's it. The tide goes down very quick here because it's very steep. Over there you've got a flat section of beach, and it just gradually gets steeper and steeper, and I think I should be fishing another 50 yards down there. And we know about 50 yards, 30 and 40 yards can make all the difference. If I don't get much joy here, I'm going down there. But yeah, so we're here, it's Friday, it's the 16th, Friday the 16th of July, and absolutely scorching weather. I've got my hat, I've got suntan oil on. The wife got me some stuff you just spray on and just leave it so you don't get sticky fingers and slippery fingers, don't want them. And yeah, so I've got my multipliers with me, and I've got my spare parts coming for my Pen Fathoms tomorrow, so I'll be able to fix them and use them. But yeah, I've got the 525 Mark III's, little bit with them at the minute. I've had the line go behind the spool twice. It might be my fault, but it's gone behind twice in the last video, which was an absolute trauma that fishing day. I was the only person that didn't catch on that beach. My mate caught 9, Shane, he caught 9 fish. And yeah, it was hard work, but that's fishing. I've got my M Sport Elite Powers. I've got to use them because I'm going to be having some casting lessons soon with my mate Alan, and I've got to get the feel of them and get used to it. On one rod I'm fishing a pulley pennel, all with 6-ounce weights, and I've got a prawn head and squid on that. And on the other one I've got my old favourite rigs. I haven't been using them, and last year I caught all my fish on them, so let's give it another go. So yeah, I've got 1 up 1 down flappers, but this time I've actually put a pennel on the down snood. So I've got Cox and Roll Frio crab hooks, and yeah, I've pennelled it at the bottom. Scott's going out now. He's got his waders on so we can get even further out. And on the top snood on the 1 up 1 down, I've just got black lug tipped off a bit of squid. So yeah, we're here. Beautiful day. Like I say, we're fishing into the early hours of the morning, and then I shall be travelling home, because when we fish right through the night, which we have done, I haven't been able to catch a sunrise yet properly, but it looks like today might be the day you catch a sunrise. But I am leaving at least 2 o'clock. I am leaving, because then I'll be home before, might be home at about 3:30 actually, because there'll be less traffic on the road, and I'll still be doing the speed limit. I don't want to get a thumbs down for not doing the speed limit. Yeah, then I can get some sleep. And even if it's 4 or 5 hours sleep in my bed is better than a couple of hours in the van. And then I'm busy on Saturday and Sunday, still decorating the daughter's house with her boyfriend, daughter's and boyfriend's house, and got to do some stuff for myself as well. Got Danny coming up next week. I'm going to keep this short. It's probably not short, but then if you watch my videos, you know what you're going to get, don't you? I don't understand why the people keep giving me a thumbs down as though I'm bothered about it. You could say I'm bothered about it because I'm now bringing it up, but I talk about anything. So yeah, the last video, which was at the River Humber, which I was there for over 12 hours to fish an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that took a lot of effort. Again, it was an hour's journey, a lot of effort in doing that. It was a huge learning curve. The sand was sinky, big style. When I stand on it and the water comes up in the video, you can see the water come up to the surface. What, mine? Anyhow, yeah, a lot of effort. I've got 6 thumbs down already. Well, if it's because I haven't caught any fish, if you watch my channel, you should know I don't catch fish all the time. It's reality. This is reality fishing. This is what happens. You don't go out every session and catch fish, because that's just not what it is. There ain't the fish out there for a start. Apart from the real top anglers, they seem to catch them. But yeah, I shall be back in a bit. I'm going to reel this in and cast it back out again, check it, and then I'm going up that slope, up that hill there, cliff face, because I forgot my bucket yet again. Anyhow, see you in a bit. Right, well, I've gone up that get up, because I'm down there, so it's a get up, and I brought my spade back with me, and I've cut a load of extra steps in, so it'll make it a bit easier for Shane to get down. Scott's caught a bass. I don't know where he's going, but he's walking out to sea somewhere with it, and I'm just going to check my line. Yeah, no fish yet. Sorry for all those that want fish, but you know, if you want fish, you'll have to watch a channel that's somebody that lives near the sea and can go out 6 times a week to catch. But today's the day for me, and whatever I catch or don't catch, there'll be a film. Got nothing to rant about. Normal Leary car drivers and this, that and the other. So yeah, plenty of people walking about on the beach. Don't know what Scott's doing. He must have chucked that fish back. Anyhow, let's get this reeled in and see what we get. someone's had a go at that bait. I don't know what, but someone's had a yank at it. So there you go. Let's sort it out and rebait it up, eh? I'll be back in a minute. Right, second cast. Very steep, this beach. Look, I don't know if you can get a picture of it there. Very, very steep. Very reminiscent of Salthouse in Norfolk. Very steep. Which is good. As soon as it gets to high water, I think we're going to have a cracking session. I don't know if Scott's caught something or found some weights, I don't know. It's not a bad cast. I need to sort some rigs out. I've got a couple with just a single snood on, with a clip down, like a Gemini clip down, that locks it in, so that I've got a big boulder here, look, so that I can do an off the ground cast, because I can off the ground cast with the breakaway imps, but on a pulley dropper, if it comes unhooked, it's a bit of a palaver keep hooking it back up. So yeah, I bought a border spade. I wanted to get an old-fashioned one with a wood handle that's a bit lighter, but I bought one. It's at the bottom of that cliff over there. From Wilko's. It cost £6. Yeah, it cost £6, and I can now dig my way down anywhere. As long as I can get down off the top, I can dig my way down. So yeah, so someone's already dug that get down there. There's another get down that me and Scott got down. It's terrible when you've fished with the same people with the same letter for the first name. And it was a bit treacherous, to be honest, but I won't walk all the way around to the other get down, even though it's easier. So yeah. Yeah, so I can literally go up there, and it's probably about 40 yards to my van. So I'll take some of this stuff up before I pack up and go, and then just carry the other stuff up. It's not a problem. I won't have the water, won't have the coffee, so there's what, 3.5 kilos probably, with the food as well, so it'll be a lot lighter. We just chucked out that bait on my pulley dropper, and it's just a squid wrap. What do you think to it so far, Scott?
Alright, I've had one bite earlier on, pulled the other rod in whenever it wants.
I said, you found that, are you?
No, I found two, I found a low top two, and one of them pummies.
Well, I thought you had a bass. when you was holding it up, it was shining on it.
Yeah.
So it must have been shining on that line and that, and I thought you had a bass.
One of them terrible designs, but it's not been out there that long, I don't think.
No, it ain't, yeah.
It's not falling apart yet, so...
No, it's a good weight. They are good weights, but yeah, that one that you've just shown me, that they are
same as this. That's
tight.
The same boys.
They don't drill the holes anymore, put the pins in.
No.
They just literally split the end and then bash it over, don't they? And then glue that cap on, which is... Well, the cap is held on by them leads in the slot.
Yeah, but the glue, there must be some strong glue if they're going to start in the sea like.
Yeah, you ought to check that trace. Is that a tape? But what is he tied?
Oh, he's up to...
I used to tie. Is that a knot there? No,
Yeah.
it ain't a knot, is it?
Not there. It's a pedal pulley like on one of them slidy beads. Decent slidy bead like. I haven't been out there that long.
Well, you'll be able to get some bits off that.
Certainly will. I've got a funny.
So what do you think about this mark then, Scott? Do you think it's a good place?
Yeah, I've seen fish come off here. I've seen smallhounds come off here. So been down here on a bike ride and seen a guy pulling in about a 12-pound. I'd say it was. Sat and talked to him.
Steep beach, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful. I think there's going to be some fish today.
I think we should have gone yet again another 50 yards there, because that's really high there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really high. I think we'll be right here because water comes to there, but
Fine, got to get down to get up and down easy. It's right near our feet now.
well, I've put some more steps in that as well.
Oh, thanks a lot there, man.
Because well, I'm thinking of Shane and his knee, because you know what Shane's like. But by the time he gets down there, his knee will be like a balloon, won't it?
He'll be out here.
Yeah, and it'll be getting bigger all the time, won't it? Oh, on the way home, I expect he's there talking to you, isn't he?
Yeah.
His knee's getting bigger.
I guess Shane will be going that way now. Right, so I'll be in the middle again.
Now,
or is he going to walk down?
we should go that way. I think if we don't catch anything before he turns up, Scott, we need to go 50 yards that way. Because it's all on 50 yards, isn't it?
So to say, like. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Might try casting with that on and see what happens. I don't use them. But
No, I use a glove, but
yeah.
I've got soft, delicate hands, you see, Scott. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. As you know, yeah. I'm going to put a 1-up-1 down flapper on while it's out like that.
Well, that's what I've got on. Do you know that was my most successful rig last year? I caught everything on a 1-up-1 down, and I've still got it in the garage now, hung up, because it broke. It broke, and I put it up there. I thought, I'm not chucking it, so it's got pride of place. And last night, 2 nights ago, I thought, let's try some more 1-up-1 downs.
As you know, yeah.
And what I've done is, on the snood going down, I've put a pennel on.
Yeah.
So I can put a bigger bait on.
That's alright.
But not huge.
I'm still using that 1-up-1 down that I made a long while ago. I hadn't done that to it, but the hooks can be a little sharper, but it still works.
Yeah, I keep
catching it,
sharpening them
I
up.
can't throw it away.
Well, I've put after last week, I put some new hooks on.
Yeah.
Even though all my hooks are sharp, because I sharpen them. But
no. But I think we're in for a good session tonight, hopefully.
oh, so I've been told it's 3 hours down, 3 hours up.
Oh, that should be alright then.
Little catch.
Yeah. That's
So obviously it's a little bit, but I mean, we could put small hooks out now and possibly get a dab.
Hey, the good old dab. I want a place just to be awkward.
Can you get them off here?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Have you?
Not big light, about a pound light, biggest ass on.
I mean, I've been told, and I think it's true, is that every place you see O'Hare off on Lincolnshire coast is a flounder.
Yeah, people just getting it wrong.
Yeah.
But they get a bit of colour on the top going, whoa, that looks right.
Seems to me as though there's place galore down south, and as you go round the coast north into Middle Earth, as Danny says. Yeah. Danny messaged me and said I'm coming up to Middle Earth. So yeah, this place just seems to disappear, I think, but I'm not saying people don't catch them. But I think they're a bit like Rockanosh muck, aren't they?
Yeah, certainly are, aren't they?
A bit like them turbots that I've seemed to find easy to catch.
Yeah, the turbot man here.
Yeah, turbot man. Let's see if we can get some more. So we'll see you in a bit.
Right.
See you later. We've got a beautiful blue sky. Absolutely fantastic. Cracking weather. Like I say, if I was stopping here, it's the same one. Now that went off before. Oh, it'll be the Be the waves. There's a little bit of weed there. I'm hoping it's not like Easington and we're a bit further north, so hopefully not far north. But yeah, what a day. Absolutely beautiful blue skies. I'm on a steep beach. I'm going to be fishing into good water. 5.1 metre tide tonight. Shouldn't get washed off. If I move 50 yards to the left, I definitely won't get washed off because it's high there. Yeah, I've got suntan oil on, that's why I'm all shiny. Just spray it on apparently and you don't have to rub it in, which I'm a bit nervous about, but I aren't burning, so it must be working. I've put the second lot on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beach goes out miles that way. It's not so bad here. It's even better there. It looks very batty, but then it's probably calm enough for a ray. Anything really. I've just I was fishing up there, and what I've done is I've moved down the beach, but you got to do it in stages. So you walk down with your rods and your tripod, and then you have to reel it in. But lines were getting caught around all these stones. I'm just hoping that it hasn't chafed it and snapped. Got some more line. I've got 2 more reels up in the van, so it should be okay. Should be okay. Yeah, brilliant. I just hope there isn't too much weed. You know, we want the best conditions possible really, don't we? Got a catch today. I appreciate everyone that watches my videos and gives them a thumbs up and a thumbs down, because like I say, I ain't bothered what you do. Obviously everybody prefers thumbs up, don't they? But if you thumbs down, don't you? Thanks for the view, that's all I can say. So yeah, I really would like to catch. It's I need more than one fish really, just to build my confidence up. The last fishing trip hit me, and I think Shane was holding back the Mickey taking really. He shouldn't have done really. There was still Mickey taken, believe you me, but I think Shane could see that by the end of the night I was totally bewildered and demoralised. So, but that's fishing, isn't it? It's the way it goes. Today's another day. We're going to be putting it in that water. It's nice and chocolatey coloured. See what we get. Anything really. Anything. Be pleased for anything. But it'd be nice to have more than one. I'm going to get another rig out in a minute and stick it on my tripod and bait it up just before I reel in, so it's not in this heat for long. And I think I'm just going to chuck out a scratching rig, 2 at flapper with smaller hooks. Let's get on the board, let's get off the mark, let's get ourselves a fish. The other hooks that I'm using aren't huge, they aren't massive. Yes, I've got a 2.0 bass hook, mustard bass hook, on a pennel with a different hook. And I got my 1 up 1 down with Cups and Roll crab hooks on, and they're offset, sharp as anything they are. A brilliant hook, very strong. But yeah, let's hope for some fish. Shane's going to be coming here about 6 o'clock. Possibly already told you, but I've cut some steps, so it's easier for him to get down. He certainly wouldn't have got down where me and Scott, well, he would have got down. He would have got down. It would have been a case of the time you got 2/3 of the way down, you was going down. Even if you got on your arse and slid down. The only time I slipped, and it was a slip backwards, was when I was actually on the beach, climbed up to get hold of Scott's arm so I could grab hold of him to help him down. And when I stepped back on a bit of mud and slipped backwards. Perilously going down that cliff, I was okay. Anyhow, that's it for the talk, and I'm not going to talk anymore till I turn it on again, because we don't want to we don't want to bore you, do we? But there, my video, innit? We've been through this all before. Everyone seems to like it apart from a few, and yeah. Well, seaweed on it, so it pulled the weight out of its grip, and that's why the clink was going off. Still got the bait on there, still okay. I'll probably add to it, just wrap a lugworm on or something. That'll be the next cast, but what I'm going to do is stick a 2-hook flapper on, and I'm literally just going to cast out 20-30 yards in the surf. What I'll do is I shall cast this out with a black lug wrapped on it, literally just out there. So see you in a bit. I've just well, I reeled that line in and it snapped off. I did hit that out as far as I could hit it, and the cast was really good. And it went out past the breakers that I could see when I casted, so it did go a long way. And yeah, it got snagged. Scott was there trying to pull it, get to the leader knot so he could pull on the leader, but he was up to his armpits and he weren't at the leader knot, so that snapped off. But there, so I'm only fishing one rod for the next hour or two. I want to have something to eat and another soupy coffee, because I did rinse my flask out, but it does taste of soup still. So I'll have another soupy coffee, and then we'll go back to fishing 2 rods again, I think. Yeah, I don't want to hit another one out far. I've got one out short. But yeah, this is just a quick one that I want to shout out and mention. Case to Tackle. Case to Tackle is run by Mike. He's a cracking chap. Really nice, and he's got a fantastic website that he sells weights. Well, basically he sells everything for shore, boat and freshwater pond stuff as well. He sells everything apart from rods and reels. So if he's got it, if you want it, he's got it. So yeah, go check him out. He's a fantastic chap. Phone him up, mention me, that'll help me a bit. Yeah, purchase, he posts his stuff out. Go check him out. Case to Tackle. It's in the description below. It's marked up with his website. So see you in a bit. Well, Shane's there. He's over there, look. So just helped him get his gear down. I'm going to reel this in because it's pulled it right over and I got weed on it again. So quite a bit of weed on that. Well, as you can see, there's quite a bit of weed on there, so I'll go and take that off, I think. Perhaps Tom, you can speed this up like super quick. It's a bit sinky there on that bit of sand. Anyhow, bit of fishing line on my fishing line I've pulled out to sea. So the weed is got worse, as you can see, a lot worse. But let's get this reeled in and get it chucked back out again. Well, it was still fishing, still got bait on the hooks, but obviously a lot of weed, so we'll see what happened. I'll get baited up again with some fresh bait, and we'll chuck it out there. Only short, probably halfway into the surf. It's been out a while, that rod. I went to help Shane get his gear down, so he was a bit worried about the get down, but once he got down, he realised it wasn't so bad. So he's starting his filming up now. I'll rig this up and we'll cast out.
I think Vern's got a washing line. Still getting plagued with it, Vern?
Yeah.
Still getting plagued with it.
Well, we haven't done up until now.
No way! He don't get any jammier than this, look. I think Vern's caught a sole. 1 second.
I knew it!
Look at that!
Get him in the bucket! No, the sole, I'm stuck!
What a beauty! It's the first sole I've ever seen, that, Vern.
How do we go, Shane? Get in!
I'll say that when I get it in. I lost everything now.
Oh no. You lost a lot, Scott?
Yeah, I think I lost everything.
Oh no, mate.
I'm getting snaggy for the week. I'm out to put some knots on me. Out here getting snaggy.
Well, my line was over there. Then my line was over there. And then I got tangled up round Scott because he reeled in of my line. And I'm pulling my line in because I've got loads of weed on it. And I've got a Dover sole. Well, it's not a Dover sole, is it? It's a Dimlington sole. Hey? Cheers, mate. Yeah, so. Can you see that on there? Yeah. See the bucket?
Yep.
So. Ooh.
Oh, what a
Lip
beauty.
hooked as well. Let's try and see if we can. No. When they're lip hooked, they're lip hooked. So what I'll do is I'll get my towel, get that unhooked. God, do you know how long this drought has been? You know I caught a turbot in 2 videos back, but with catching one fish, and I put these small hooks on to get just a dab or a flounder. But we pulled in a sole, a Dimlington sole. Look at that, it's come out now. Then the hooks fell out, Shane. They're slippery little buggers, they are. You know, with being a fisherman that's caught quite a few soles, I think this is my second. Yeah, they're a bit slippery. At least he's got some fight in him. Come on, you little bugger. You're worse than catching my missus in the bedroom. She's as slippery as this. Once she warms up. Right, it's only a little one. It's not a big one like others catch, but that is a sole. Lovely, beautiful little sole. Can you see that in the camera there?
Yeah. Lovely that. Show it to
So,
the
yeah.
side. It's a little stand out, won't it? Beautiful.
They're easier to get hold of when you got sand. Right, he can go in that bucket for a bit. So no blanks for Vern. Thank God for that. I put them small hooks on Shane I said to Scott we'll catch a dab. We're going to go out for anything. And it's got it. So I don't know how that line got from there to there.
That was weird that. Scott snaps off as well.
Yeah, he's still belting it out, you see. He's still belting it out.
Yeah.
And I snapped off up there. Getting it out. I saw the weed and I thought, well, let's get it out of the water because I ain't. And then just Scott started.
Yeah, just on the beach then, yeah.
Scott started shouting. That was only black lug tipped off with squid.
That's
Usual bait, you know.
Yeah. But you've not blanked, Vern. That's the thing. Now we can think. Yeah, we can relax now.
No, because
Now we can relax.
well, we can relax. But wouldn't it be nice to catch more than one? Mind you, I was fishing for it.
Oh yeah, there you go, yeah.
Scott's moving to the right because he's now snapped off twice. And so you got to try different things, haven't you? When it didn't work, and you got to try different things. So he snapped off twice, if not three, definitely twice. I've snapped off once. When it got to low tide and I could walk all the way out there and I hit one out and did a good cast for me off the ground, snapped off because it got into a snag. But that was only a 30-40 yard cast, and yeah, I'm over the moon. So what we'll do is let's do the release now. I aren't even fishing now. How unprofessional is that? But that's what you come to expect from Vern. Right, put you here. One sole. Good condition still, and we'll go put him back now. Hope you can see that. I'm sure you can. Let's get him back. Chuffed to bits, I am. Oh, that's so much pressure on you when you just keep blanking. You drive so many miles to the shore to fish it because that's what you enjoy doing, and the added pressure is because you're filming it. But I enjoy filming, you know. I don't care if I get a thumbs down or a bad comment. I don't get many bad comments at all. Every one of my subscribers are really nice. And you get that added pressure on you when you don't catch, especially after the last video. Shane pulled in 9 and I blanked. And everybody around me was catching. Literally everybody. So, yeah. I think I've talked enough about the sole now. I didn't have the bloody camera on, did I? Because I saw my line over there and saw Scott, and I thought I better get that reeled in before it tangles up with Scott. And Yeah, so I don't have a camera, but it'll be on Shane's thing because Shane took his camera down to me. So yeah, but it's a relief, I can tell you, and you can probably tell by this that this. But it's all, you know, that relief soon ends, doesn't it? Because in half hour's time I'll be crying blue murder there's no fish about. But don't all fishermen, or most. There's the weed on it. I don't mind a bit of weed if I'm pulling in fish though. Scott's reeling in. We had a right laugh today, me and Scott talking and chatting, and it's only just got better because Shane's now turned up and we've been having a laugh and chat with him. Shane's caught nothing, Scott's caught nothing, and I've caught a small sole. Not too small, good size, well, reasonable size, but I've caught. So I want people to bear that in mind, that I've caught and these other two haven't. So I'm sure we'll all catch. I don't want them not to catch. I just want to catch more because I got annihilated last week. Didn't I get annihilated last week, Shane?
Well,
by the fishing guru.
Someone say annihilated.
Yeah, annihilated, yeah.
It's a learning curve there.
Should have been called the Holderness Codfather. He should have been called the fishing guru. Well, anyhow, last week. So yeah.
Different week this week, lad. You're doing this at the moment, so
yeah,
it's all good.
I reckon that was your line making mine nod, Matt, and I was thinking, oh,
hang on, we've got something here.
excited.
Man, all of a sudden it just went round, but there was not a lot of weed on it. It's out. It's not holding, really. But there again,
Well, mine is.
I've given it a bit of a volley out there. I'm only going to drop the next one in here.
How far are you out then?
I think that's about 80 yards, that.
Right, okay. I'm on the air 30, 40.
It gets steep, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's tarring.
It's gonna be a lot
By the time
of water
you've
in
done
here.
it all day,
Yeah.
it's quite tarring.
There's some water in here, mate.
Yeah, I reckon they're probably about from where we were down there, it's like 2 metres at least, if not a bit more. So, Karen said to me, chap that come down, fish down there, I can't remember his first name, but I think it's Holderness. He's fishing right down there. Lovely chap, come over, he recognised us, knew we were YouTubers because he saw the cameras out, and then he said to me, I know you. And yeah, I watched his videos, go check him out. I think it's Samid or something like that. Excuse my unintelligence of names, but yeah, Eunice, he fishes on the Holderness coast. It's a good channel. I shall subscribe to him when I get home. Never see him on camera though much because he always wears it on his chest. So yeah, lovely chap, nice chap. He was fishing down there at the get down, and he's walked, well, it looks like half a mile to me. I'd be on the floor with my bad hip. But yeah, line's going out. I'm just going to check this. Right, twice now. Now these rigs don't normally get tangled up. I put a bit of silicone tubing on, so this is a one up, one down. And there must be quite a tide out there because look, it's all tangled up. Now normally I've never had these tangled up really. Get a bit round the weight a little bit, but not like to this standard. You put the silicone tube on so it goes past the weight, if you can see that. So I'm going to retire that rig now. It's got my favourite hooks on, it's my favourite rig, and I'm going to put a different rig on. Let's see what we get on that. So you got to learn by your mistakes, ain't you? Today with this tide, that rig ain't working. So strange really, because I've got a pulley dropper out there and it's, well, I ain't now, I think I snapped it off. But that was all right. So I'll put a different rig on. Rig's tied up again, Scott. You can see it. Yeah. So I'm tied up worse than last time. And with a one up, one down, I'll put the silicone on so it goes past the weight. And I've never had it snag up like that before. I like it. It's must be quite a full up there out there. What's the thing? Now I've got off there, but now I'm on the beach. Got back off the beach. Yeah, right there. So this is the rig I'm using now while the tide comes in. There. So it's got a metal bar on it. It's a running ledger with a panel. We'll see if that gets tangled up. I'm sure it's got a name. I'm sure I ain't designed it. bait on it. It was still fishing. And it's not tangled up either, look. It's that bar rig. Don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I'm going to make a few more of them. Perhaps that's what it's called, a bar rig, I don't know. Where's my glove? This has got crab on it, it's not going out far. Got some fresh water. Always do get fresh water. I don't always show it, but you always change your water because it does change temperature and fish might not like it for whatever reason. Scott's still not caught now. I'm still on the one. And Shane's enjoying himself. Looks like he's getting in a tangle there. as these are. Yeah, good clips for what they do, but they get bunged up with sand. It's an absolute pain in the arse. I'm sick and tired of these crabs. As the tide goes out, we might catch, mightn't we? So it'd be nice to catch more than one. I mean, I'm pleased, chuffed to bits that I caught a sole. It's the first sole this year, so that's off the list this year. If I had a list, which I haven't. So yes. I need to pull that right hand rod in, but I need to get this up and started so I can get the burgers on, I think. Now this barbecue's got more charcoal in it than the last one. While that's warming up, let's get this rod reeled in. fuck's sake. Fucking face mask. No, it's a face mask. There. Where's my glove? Bloody face mask.
Dirty that man.
Hun!
Up here.
Ben! Hun!
That means say bye. What? Behind you. That's saying bye.
Take care, bud. See you later, mate. Look after yourself.
Put some COVID in that. I want you dead.
Say.
Right, Ben's got a COVID mask.
There's more weed on it. Jesus Christ. Bejeebus. Look at that. Be alright, but it just keeps hitting me in the face. Long last. Let's get this chucked out and then back to the burgers. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, we're getting the coals are alight. So the burgers are on. I flipped them once. That one's got a bit of a smiley face. There's an eye there, and a smiley face, and a nose. But I'm cooking these for my buddies first. I'm going second, because you've got to look after your guests first. I've got the kettle on. Coffee's in the mug. Hydrogenated fat crap, but it's still a coffee. So we'll cook these burgers. That one's going to be flame grilled, look. I've got a cool spot here on the barbecue that I can move stuff to if it's getting too cooked. Let's just hope there's some coals left for my burgers. So anyhow, I'm just going to go and bait up that rig that I've got, because I am here to fish, and bring it back in a bit. He's a nice lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's alright actually.
But I think they're cooked. Do you want that, Scott? That's brown in the middle, look.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
you getting bad guts? Do you want any sauce or not?
No, I'm good.
Go on, push that out so I can get full.
Forget the shit from there, maybe.
Do that a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
that's
be
it.
right,
Verns' fault.
Do you want some sauce?
Hello, the relish, mate. Thank you very much.
Well, in Scott's relish.
What chicken out? What is it with my relish?
It's young, innit? Young relish.
Yeah, he loves a bit of relish like that.
Cheers, Tom. Nice one. Thanks very much, mate.
Hang on, let's wait.
Oh,
That's a bit of the only bite we get, one and shit.
Yeah.
You watch, the coals will die out for mine. Yeah. My kettle ain't boiled yet.
Get blowing on it.
I nearly brought some kindling, you know, to chuck on there to get the fire going, like I did the other day.
That was a good way you went going.
Yeah, good fire, boy.
I brought a couple of them Swedish fire torch things.
Yeah, that was right then.
That must be. What's happened to the fishing, eh? Well, it's better air than being at home drinking lager.
Yeah. One of my so nice ice time. Snapshots of the ball.
Didn't have any beer in the fridge last night. Karen went out fishing, shopping, and she brought back just 4 cans of lager. And I was walking around the garage after having a couple of cups of tea, and I was thinking, God, I could just manage a lager now. And I started thinking, am I getting dependent on this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do I need AA?
Oh, you get like that, don't you?
Well, I haven't. I've drunk since this lockdown. I've had a drink every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be a couple of days I haven't, and I'm just now thinking.
Yeah, it's a bit. Again, if you have one every day, it's a bit flat, isn't it?
Well, sometimes I have 3 or 4, but
Yeah. Guy who I follow on Man with a Hat.
Fishing's just gone tits up, hasn't it? It's,
He does, yeah.
yeah, it's
that swell spoiled it, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I reckon.
But you get
Look at it.
people fishing in huge, great big surf
Yeah, I know,
tides, and
yeah,
they
yeah.
like fish you, and he pulls out back, doesn't he?
Yeah, when you watch him, yeah, certainly. He's out in that swell, he's going, oh, the swell's dreadful today, but he's up for that.
And he gets it.
He does.
He's fished a lot though, and he used to fish in a lot of competitions and stuff as well,
Did,
from what
yeah.
I've been told.
He's not doing a lot of videos, now he's come back again, he's started again.
It might start catching. I mean, that tide's going down now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Damaged.
I'll get them and get in the waterbed, and it'll be like a tidal wave.
Is that what you've got, a
She'll-
waterbed?
Yeah, I've got a waterbed, and
Bloody-
she'll not even wake up.
I've always fancied a waterbed, but no Marlock, I'll end up blowing it up, no Marlock.
Well, we've punctured ours in the past, but yeah, I wouldn't ever sleep on anything else.
No, I bet they're comfortable though, it's like,
Yeah.
it sounds appealing, but
Well, compliments to the chef. I'm going to eat this, and I've got another one to eat. And it's full on fishing for a couple of hours, and then we'll have to see what happened with me. Anyhow, got Danny coming up next weekend. The time you see this, I'd have already fished with Danny. Really looking forward to that. I just hope we got the good weather. Well, I'm going to put this rod away now, and I'm going to fish with one rod and pay more attention to that rod. The bait is still on my hook here. It's just nothing. I can't believe after catching a sole that there's been nothing else. That's a bull crab I put on there. Peeled it, put it on, bait elasticed it, and it's still on there. It's not even come off. Oh well. I suppose it's just the way it is, isn't it, in life? The fishing. It's part of the game. It'd be lovely to actually catch more than one fish, I think. But I love these rods, these Leader Icon Elites, absolutely fantastic. Be lovely if there's a fish on here. Really would. There's not though, is there? Right. We'll get this rig put away and put another rig on. Are you having another cast? Right, okay, I'll just check out once more. You watching
Yeah, it's still out, yeah. Been out on it, but it's still out there.
Here we have Scott falling asleep on his box.
Alright, there's doors in on the box.
Oh, look at that. Only a face of mother could run.
We won't be out of place with gargoyles in a church, will we?
Look like guys.
Yeah.
Not perched out there, isn't
Oh,
you? You see, when we had all the banter going, we were wide awake, weren't
That's it, wasn't it? I think it's ever since we had them burgers.
we? Yeah.
It's done us in, hasn't it? It's done us in.
I don't mind bringing the barbecue, I just don't like carrying it back now. Yeah. Breathed into it, give it a yank, and I heard it flop. And I looked up and I saw it flying through the air. It was literally in the sand, probably 10 yards away from the water's edge. Yeah, when I was a lot younger, me and my mate fished in a Force 10. Yeah. Unbelievable. Trying to like tilly lamp was a challenge. But we cast it out, and it was a bog tide, and the tide just went out and out and out. The wind was blowing Force 10 pretty strong. We said, come on, let's go see where our lines are. Follow our lines out. We had our hands on following them out. We got to them and our weights were there on the sand. And the water was like where the water is over there. And we walked out for a mile. But we just looked at each other and said, I think enough's enough. And we then packed everything away. The missus was ringing us all the way there, saying, have you seen the wind? Nah, trees aren't moving. Like this. Went to the pub in Chapel. And my mate bent down, he rolled the fag, he went like that, sticking, and as he went down like that, all this sand fell out of his hair onto the table, and he just went like from doing this, and this sand fell out, and he just went like that, and looked at me and went, you're fucking crazy. Yeah, that must be the worst I ever fished in.
Coldest I fished it was George Johnson was like a blizzard.
Yeah.
And while we even thought we literally got there, cast out, looked into it and said, that was it. Oh,
I've been to we went to Whitby once. Going to Whitby, there was snow everywhere. At the road, they'd carved away through the road, and there was all snow on the. You couldn't see it through it, past it, over it, or anything. It was that hard. We got to Whitby, there was a scooter rally on, and it started snowing there. So we packed up, drove to Bridlington, and at Bridlington we had sleet, more snow, rain, and then absolute glorious sunshine. We had every season. Me and Steve caught nothing, and my young daughter at Chelsea, I was casting out for her and she kept reeling in fish after fish. We caught nothing. As a matter of fact, I went to cast, swung in pendant cast, went like that, and you know them lamps that they've got on the Bridlington pier, the pair, yeah, proper pair, I popped all around that. Absolute joke. We've been on Hut Off Bank on Lincolnshire coast fishing, and it's been snowing that hard. We got in the car, we couldn't see out the window. Couldn't even see our rods. We were right in front of our rods with the lights on. Couldn't even see them. joking with Steve, he was on one of my last videos there, Steve. We don't fish unless it's absolutely impossible conditions. I said to Steve, I said, come on, we need to sort out a day's fish on this coast because it's quite prolific in fishing tips, and up to now, for me and Evan, it's been hard work this year. But that's since I started fishing with you two.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. It's only since you've been fishing with us, it's been great, hasn't it?
Well, this is the last reel in. It's the last cast I've had, and I'm now reeling it in. It's 6 minutes to 1, and I'm getting tired. Well, the bait's still on me hook. That was only a short cast out just to see if there's anything close in, but there's nothing in. The bait's still on there. There's only strips of squid. Nothing really more to say really. It's been a nice day. It's been a glorious day in fact. It's been nice at Dimlington. Relatively good bargain, so what is it to say? We've had one fish, caught a sill. Things were looking up then, the tide was coming in, and then it's just flattened off. There's been nothing about, no action, and you just get a bit, it's fishing isn't it, you just get a bit demoralised. You need them knocks on your rod to give you that infuse out of them, don't you? But yeah, it's 1 AM in the morning and this is the end of Dimlington, so thanks to all the subscribers if you've got this far. Please keep subscribing, please share my videos, thumbs up, comment, and ring that bell for notification. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'll be on the beach in the next one, and I'll be fishing with Danny of Danny Shore Fishing. So I'm looking forward to that. That's next weekend, and that'll probably be 4 to 5 weeks time when you see that. Possibly 4 weeks. So stick this rod in the rod rest, eh? before I trip over the tripod. So we'll see you in the next one then. See you later and bye-bye. Because I'm tired and I've got to turn this down. I'm tired and I've got to drive home yet. I've got probably hour and 45 minutes. So I'll see you later. I'm waffling. Oh, I'm sick and tired of these crabs.